You're watching Eyewitness News with Tim and Krista. People who help make Eyewitness News Baltimore's favorite news team. WJZ thanks Homestead Gardens for sponsoring Eyewitness News First Warning Weather. For all your gardening needs, visit Homestead Gardens, the area's largest enclosed garden center. Our marketplace includes delights for the eyes and ideas for the mind. Our knowledgeable staff provides expert advice ensuring your gardening success. Escape to the tropics at the Homestead Gardens Flower Show March 17th to the 25th. Bask in the beauty of the colorful gardens ablaze with tropical flora. Enjoy live music, seminars, and more. Let us show you how to create your own garden paradise. Homestead Gardens, because life should be beautiful.
CBS Tonight, what a teen saw his father do.
You tell your mother you're going to destroy her.
Tears him apart. Now he may never see anything again.
Look at me.
Only touched by an angel. Then, an Academy Award-winning actor. A riveting performance.
I've wanted this all my life.
He had ambition and a dark secret that could destroy the family he'd do anything to protect.
You keep Olivia out of this.
Louis Gossett Jr., Robert Durick, Lynette McKee. For Love of Olivia, world premiere CBS Tonight.
It's Toyota's big event. Now, there's a Toyota and a Toyota sales event for everyone. You'll find incredible values on Toyota's largest inventory ever, with 16 different Toyotas to choose from. Legendary Land Cruisers, full-size Sequoias, RAV4s priced below last year, all new Highlanders, and 4Runners with price reductions up to $1,500. Get the Toyota you've always wanted now, during Toyota's big event. See your Toyota dealer today.
And welcome back to Eyewitness News Sunday morning as we take a look at the beautiful scenery from Homestead Gardens in Davidsonville. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tim Williams. It is about, let's see, what are we talking now? It's just about 37 degrees here on TV Hill. Taking a quick look at your forecast today, just know it's going to be windy today, and you're dealing with a wind chill if you go out. Wind chill right around the 25 to 30 degree range. Sun returns, though. Winds are from the northwest at about 15 to 25. We get up to 48 degrees, but the wind chill will make it feel just around freezing. We'll have a complete first warning forecast when we come back in just about 7 minutes. Kai.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. But first, turning to some of the other stories people are talking about this morning, this next story will break your heart. 3 little ones left alone died a tragic death in a mobile home in Georgia. It happened late Friday night near Atlanta in a suburb called East Point. Police are questioning a suspect who had an altercation with the children's father. Witnesses say they saw someone throw something at the home just before they saw flames.
We know that there was an incident in the area, and it may have involved the father. But anything other than that, we're just not certain at this point.
The young victims include a 1-year-old and 2-year-old twins. Disappointing news about the future of gasoline prices this week. In the world's major oil producers voted to reduce oil output by 1 million barrels a day. That reduction starts next month, and it could mean we'll be paying more at the pump. Right now, the national average for gas is about $1.41 a gallon. That's an 11-cent drop from sky-high prices just a year ago, though.
Okay. Well, the Space Shuttle Discovery is perched high above the Earth at the International Space Station. And this morning, the crew used the firepower of Discovery's thrusters to boost the space station into higher orbit. And that was the exciting job for today. They'll spend the rest of this Sunday, stuffing trash into a cargo carrier. So far, more than a ton of dirty laundry, garbage, and old equipment are packed in there. Yuck. And it all returns to Earth with the astronauts on Wednesday. That's when the shuttle is due to return to Earth.
All right.
And this just may be the story you'll be talking about for the rest of the day. Talk about the power of a sneeze. A 97-year-old woman in Cambridge, England, regained her eyesight after one doozy of a sneeze. Regained her eyesight. It was actually a series of severe sneezing fits. Gladys Atmanson says that the last 5 years she has been nearly blind, and she says her sight is so good now she's seeing colors and faces and is getting around without her glasses.
Wow. What a story.
What a sneeze.
You're right. I'm not kidding about that. Coming up on Eyewitness News Sunday morning, an intense search in Baltimore County for 2 teenagers who escaped from the Charles Hickey School. Eyewitness News has the latest.
And coming up, police say this man beat and stabbed a Baltimore County teacher. An Eyewitness News update on her condition.
WJZ thanks Mars Supermarkets for sponsoring Eating Right.
The Mars parcel pickup is very friendly and courteous. They help me with the children, getting them to the car and my packages.
What exactly does a parcel pickup attendant do?
Well, I pick up the people's parcels.
Can you say that 5 times?
No.
You know there's no tipping involved here.
Yes, I do know that.
How do you feel about that?
It's something that we feel we should do for the customers as a service to them. They spend their money in here, we want to help them out.
This is very convenient to have it put in my car for me. I just love it. It's great at Mars. That's Mars.
Hi, I'm Lydell Mitchell, former Baltimore Colt. Today, first impressions mean so much. When I moved from the gridiron to the boardroom, I made sure I had a perfect smile, thanks to Dr. Edward Laser.
Today, an attractive smile can be accomplished in as little as 2 appointments. Dr. Laser can close spaces between teeth, whiten teeth, and eliminate crooked teeth. The procedures can create a look for you that's natural and aesthetically pleasing.
Score your own touchdown with Dr. Edward Laser's advanced dental and cosmetic procedures.
So far, Dad is the only one who knows Grandpa's secret for our family's famous pizza. It's gotta be the dough.
The show?
Grandpa really was having difficulty hearing over the phone. But now, with Maryland Relay, the public service that allows anyone to talk over a standard phone with people who are deaf, hard of hearing, or speech disabled, he doesn't miss a single word. So, is it your sauce?
Yeah, right. I am the boss.
Unless he wants to. Call to learn more about Maryland Relay.
We know that some kids like to munch on them, and listen up, adults, maybe they're onto something. This morning, in her Eating Right segment, Kelly Lynn tells us why sunflower seeds are so good for us.
Good morning. Crunch on sunflower seeds when you're eating right. A few spoonfuls have potassium and magnesium to lower blood pressure. The seedy snacks also have folate, which helps prevent birth defects and heart disease. I'm Kelly Lynn, Eating Right.
Thank you, Kelly. Every weekend, Kelly brings you interesting information to help you eat right.
All right, well, it is billed as the greatest show on earth. The Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus wraps up an 11-day stay in our city. It's set up at the Baltimore Arena, the fabulous Baltimore Arena. And if you'd like to catch the lions and tigers and bears before they move on to another city, check out the show today. I think ticket prices range from about $15 to, I think, $35, somewhere around there.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Okay. And don't go away. There's still lots more to come on Eyewitness News Sunday morning, including the latest on today's top stories.
Coming up, the final score in yesterday's matchup between the Terps and their old coach, Lefty Drizel. And next, Eyewitness News has team coverage as friends and family say goodbye to a Baltimore City police officer killed in the line of duty.
Real-time closed captioning of Eyewitness News is provided by O'Connor, Piper & Flynn, ERA, from the cities, the farmlands, and the eastern shore of Maryland. The home team is ready to satisfy your home buying or selling needs. Baltimore watches WJZ's Don Scott and Marty Bass. Eyewitness News, weekday mornings.
I know them, they're my favorite.
They're fun, unpredictable, local.
It's Sanford and Son. Where's Fred?
Baltimore, this is your show.
Morning show crowd.
WJZ Eyewitness News.
Fred, that's Lamont.
Weekday mornings 5 to 8. Don and Marty, Baltimore's favorite morning team on WJZ 13.
He's still looking good. He leads the way. His name is Jared, and he'll lead you to Subway.
I'm not the only one who loves Subway.
Meet Don Napier from Baltimore, Maryland. Don lost 180 pounds. With Subway's low-fat sandwiches as part of his weight loss program, following in Jared's footsteps has changed Don's life. Thanks again, Jared.
Subway. Eat fresh. few people know what it's like to have a hip or knee replacement. We do. Good Samaritan was recently named one of America's top hospitals for hip and knee replacements. We do more hip and knee procedures than any other hospital in Maryland. We know how good this feels. Good Samaritan Hospital. Here for good.
Toyota Tundra 4x2, 1,000 cash back. Toyota Tundra 4x4, 1,000 cash back. Tundra Access Cabs, 1,000 cash back. Powerful Tundra V8s, 1,000 cash back. Get a Toyota Tundra now and get 1,000 cash back from Toyota. It's the only full-size truck built to Toyota quality standards. Now with 1,000 cash back. But don't wait, because it ends soon. See your Toyota dealer today.
Welcome back to Eyewitness News Sunday morning. Here's what people are talking about today. Baltimore pays its final respects to a fallen hero. Hundreds of officers from around the country attend funeral services this weekend for Baltimore City Police Officer Michael Cowdery. He was shot and killed last week in the line of duty, and Krista Del Camp begins our team coverage.
Officer Michael Cowdery Jr. followed in his father's footsteps when he became a police officer and gave his life doing it. For those who came to honor him today, it was a scene of sorrow that's become all too familiar. It's become an unfortunate yet familiar path for Maryland's men and women in uniform.
I've been to, 8 since the first of the year. And a lot of our younger officers are already burned out. They just say they just can't handle any more funerals.
You see them younger and younger. You look and you see their families, you see the children. It gets very tough after a while.
Sentiments echoed by those who don't wear a badge but still hold officers like Michael Cowdery Jr. close to their hearts.
It runs through every mother's mind, especially a mother of a police officer. You're very moved, and you know that if it's not for the grace of God, it would be you sitting in that church.
Inside the Cathedral of Mary Our Queen, a solemn Baltimore Mayor Martin O'Malley with a message for the slain officer's son.
He was very, very proud of you, and I know he's very proud of how strong you are now.
And Baltimore's police commissioner with one for his officers and critics.
I invite them, there's no age limit, I invite them to don this uniform, strap on a Glock, and see how easy it is to free the people of this city that they're so concerned about. There's only one proper way to honor Michael as police, and that's by donning your uniforms tomorrow and getting back out there and doing what we do every day, because we have far to go.
Officer Cowdery leaves behind a 10-year-old son. Back to you.
Officer Cowdery is the 104th city officer to die in the line of duty since 1870.
As Officer Cowdery's funeral procession made its way to Delaney Valley Cemetery, dozens of people stopped their cars to pay respects to this fallen hero.
The mood is as gray as the skies, as comrades stand together but reflect alone. And family after family, some too young to understand, put their weekend plans on hold to stop and bid tribute to a fallen hero.
Explained to him that the police officer died, and, this is the way they showed their respect, and I asked him if he wanted to stop, and he said he did.
Well, me being in the services, I consider officers soldiers just like we are, and they risk their lives every day just like we do. So I came out here to salute him to say goodbye.
The view from Sky Eye Chopper 13 shows a procession that stretches about 5 miles through the streets of the city, then onto I-83 and along Padonia Road, where numbers of onlookers like Greg and James Mass paid final respects to Officer Michael Cowdery.
I really wanted James to see this, and I wanted him to know that the man died protecting us.
Nearly 300 cars from Virginia to New Jersey traveled the procession route, stopping dozens of motorists, some outside their cars waiting patiently, as an officer who paid the ultimate sacrifice received one last salute.
It touches you, so you really can't explain it, but it's just something, you don't have to know a person, but you can feel it.
An Eyewitness News update now on the man charged with gunning down Officer Cowdery. Howard Whitworth is recovering from a gunshot wound at the University of Maryland. And the search continues this morning for this man, 20-year-old William Mookie Houston, who also goes by the name Julius Williams. Police say he was important to the information about the shooting. The Baltimore Police Officers Union is offering a $2,000 reward for help in finding Houston. Police stress Houston is not considered a suspect, but yet an important witness to the shooting. Kai?
An intense search is underway in Baltimore County right now for 2 teens who escaped from the Charles Hickey School in Baltimore County. Police say the 2 17-year-olds escaped from the infirmary at the school sometime after 1 o'clock yesterday morning. The Hickey School houses male juvenile offenders. One of the teens is wanted for burglary, the other for auto theft. It's still unclear why a Baltimore County teen allegedly stabbed a 27-year-old teacher this morning. That teacher is listed in critical condition at shock trauma. 19-year-old Tavon Fullwood surrendered to police last week. He has been charged with attempted first-degree murder. Police found the woman lying in her Owings Mills apartment Thursday morning, suffering from multiple stab wounds.
Well, many Baltimoreans say they feel pain every time they open their BGE bill. That pain turned to anger yesterday as they grabbed picket signs to protest what they call robbery. Katie Lahan has the story.
A small but angry group of protesters gathered in front of BGE's downtown offices at Liberty and Lexington Streets, carrying signs demanding justice and posting residential bills and shutoff notices, some totaling thousands of dollars.
Sure, we got a raise this year, and the gas and electric company came and took it from us before we got a chance to spend it.
Katie Lahan, WJZ Eyewitness News.
Yesterday's protest was sponsored by the All People's Congress and several local unions. BGE tells Eyewitness News it is only passing on the higher rates the company is being forced to pay. Well, you won't have to pay a thing to watch the Terps or any of the March Madness basketball action right here in WJZ. If you tuned in yesterday, you know our Terps scored a huge win over Georgia State. Sean Madden has the highlights in this report.
Good morning, Tim and Kai. After Georgia State fell to Maryland yesterday in the second round of the NCAA tournament, former Terp coach Lefty Driesell said, quote, "Maryland don't mean nothing to me. I was just trying to win a basketball game." But then again, it's not every day a coach gets to face his former team, a team he helped build, a team that fired him some 15 years ago. There are the Maryland cheerleaders. Now, what would a basketball game be without the cheerleaders? Hello, ladies. How are you guys doing? First half, they had a lot to cheer about. That's Juan Dixon trying to make a pass to somebody. I don't know where the ball goes, but Juan is there to clean it up. He had 14 points, 6 assists, and 4 steals. But check it out, Georgia State hanging tough. That is the man, Shenard Long. 20 points on the day to lead the Panthers, but the Terps pull away in the second half. Steve Blake over to Terrence Morris. Back to Lonnie Baxter for 2 of his game high, or team high, 19 points. He also had 14 rebounds. Then it was Mike Miller's chance to get in it. Danny Miller, I should say. He goes in for the foul and the basket as the Terps pull away in this one by a final of 79-60.
Our team made the effort today to play as hard as they could, you know, when they're out on the floor, and that's really important to us, what we have to do to be an effective basketball team. And you know, I'm proud of these guys here, but I'm also proud of all the players on our team.
We put forth a great effort today. We knew what was at stake, so we just wanted to come in and play our type of basketball. I mean, we knew that at the time, we knew that we were the better team, and if we go out there and be more aggressive today instead of the way we came out against George Mason, I knew we'd have a good chance of winning.
At halftime, we really made a point to really hit the boards in the second half, and I think everybody just responded well, and we really crashed the boards on the defensive end and offensive end. Everybody just responded well, and I think that was the difference.
Next up for the Terps is a matchup against Georgetown on Thursday. Also, the Lady Terps end their postseason play by losing to Colorado State. We got more sports coming up later on this evening. Have a great day.
And thank you, Sean. The Terps, of course, hit the court again on Thursday, March 22nd in Anaheim, California, taking on Georgetown. Remember, WJZ-13 is your exclusive home for Festivus Madness. That's what we call it. That works. Festivus Madness. This is the only place you can watch all of the NCAA tournament games. And the fun and games tip off for the Terps again this Thursday afternoon. Tune into WJZ-13 and cheer the team on to another win.
All right.
All right.
You know how that goes.
Hey, look, important information.
Yes.
Have to get this out. Let's take a look at what's on the weather map. This is what everyone wants to know.
All right, we want to see.
This is it.
Let's check it out.
Kai, we are now 2 days away from the beginning of spring.
Wow. The vernal equinox.
The vernal equinox. Spring begins Tuesday at March 20th at 8:31 in the morning. Don't even have to wait all day for it to get here. It is going to be here. I love when we get this close. I know the groundhog said we'd have 6 more weeks of winter. Exactly. Now keep in mind, Wednesday we're talking about wet snow. Don't worry about that. This is what we're talking about. Autumn, the transition right on in. Here we are. So the vernal equinox, March 20th, that is this Tuesday, 8:31, and spring will spring. There you have it. There you go. This is our forecast for today as we start to make our run into spring. This actually takes us right into spring eve, if you will. All right, all right. Sun returns today. Windy and chilly today. 48 degrees is our temperature. Dealing with a wind chill, though, that'll make it feel right around 30 degrees. Tonight we'll actually hit 30 degrees, mostly clear, breezy, and cold. And then on spring eve, all right. I see where this is going. Mainly sunny, milder. Normal high is about 55. We'll get up to 52, so we're seasonable as far as our temperatures. We're right on the mark. Right around Tuesday, we should be in temperatures cooler than expected, right around 48 degrees. We'll tell you about that in an exclusive 5-day forecast coming up in about 10 minutes. Kai.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Mark your calendar, folks. On Tuesday, Eyewitness News has spring fever this morning. Ron Matz is live at the Homestead Gardens in Davidsonville for their big garden show. Hi, Ron.
Well, good morning, and spring fever is running very high here at the Homestead Gardens Flower Show in Davidsonville. Scott, come on over. Scott Daly was with our first segment. You say hi to Kai.
Hi, Kai.
Hey, Scott.
Scott, what do we got over here right now?
Well, remember, in our first segment, we walked through a couple of the good performances, and there's a lot more plants that you can use out in the garden. But we were going to go over the theory very briefly about that. So what we want to talk about is if you're going to put tropicals in the garden, remember they're a novelty, so let's put them in a place where you're going to see them. By a front entrance as you're coming into the house, poolside, or by deck side, somewhere you're going to be sitting and relaxing and be able to see them and be able to appreciate them.
Okay, are we all right, guys? Okay.
Yeah, Ron, I can hear you now. Just a little static in your signal right now for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well...
But we can hear you, but I don't know, I guess they want you to toss back to us for a second.
All right.
But we're fascinated about what you're doing. We didn't want you to stop.
Well, should we keep going?
Yeah.
Keep going.
All right, go ahead, Scott.
You have to forgive these sudden thunderstorms in the tropics. It's something we deal with every day here. So remember, try to use them in the common areas because it's a novelty and you're not going to be doing your whole landscape with them. Put them somewhere where you're going to be able to appreciate them. That's the key. Also, people might be saying, well, you know, they're not hardy, they're not going to live. We all understand that. It's just seasonal colors. So what we want to do is put them in the garden.
All right, that's Ron Matz reporting live from Davidsonville with Scott Daly at the Homestead Garden Show. Having a little bit of a technical difficulty. You know, when you're out there in the tropics in Davidsonville, it's a long way, folks. It's
that rainforest, you know,
that's
has
right.
some problems. Well, hey, well, you get the idea. So admission is free. We do know that. Admission is free, goes on all day. As we pointed out, the plants are not free.
Right, no, not the plants.
But the admission
They'll be blaming you and I. Kai and Tim said the plants were free.
Sure will.
No, we didn't.
All right. And still ahead on Eyewitness News Sunday morning, all that glitters is gold in this case, and it could be yours. We'll tell you more coming up.
And with Easter coming up, folks, got something warm and cuddly for you. You're going to be thinking about a bunny as a pet, but you may have to think twice. We'll tell you why.
Hi, I'm Mike Remlinger of the Atlanta Braves.
Hi, I'm Shaq in the Hat.
I'm Nomar Garcia-Farr of the Boston Red Sox. My friends and I want to remind all you adults out there that reading to your child is the best game in town.
So celebrate NEA's Read Across America on Dr. Seuss's birthday.
The date had changed, and now he had to. Fortunately, we were close and ready, which meant he was too.
Click and mortar at the Men's Warehouse.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
When your tub and shower area become frightening, you can spend the time and expense to remodel or have Bath Fitter give you a new look in one day.
It's 8:15 and I'm off to work.
Bath Fitter custom molds an acrylic tub that fits right over your existing one. We can even custom fit a seamless wall unit.
I can't believe I'm enjoying my new bath. All this in one day.
Call Bath Fitter now to find out how simple it is to enjoy your new bathroom.
Listening is a doctor's most valuable tool. At Harbor Hospital Cancer Center, communication is easier. Questions are answered faster. So you're better informed, because the most experienced doctors, most effective treatments, and latest technologies are all here in a single location. Your whole treatment team in one place, working, exchanging ideas, listening. The Cancer Center at Harbor Hospital, the power of one.
Now this is a dress. This is outrageous. Why am I doing this?
Seasonal allergies can make you feel miserable.
Only once daily Allegra has fexofenadine for long-lasting, non-drowsy allergy relief, so you can feel more like yourself again for people 12 and older. Side effects include headache, upper respiratory tract infection, and back pain. Call your doctor now for more information about Allegra and enjoy your world.
Well, with Easter just around the corner, if you're considering getting a bunny rabbit for a pet, you may want to rethink your plans. Kathleen Wilsbach from the Baltimore County Humane Society joins us this morning to show us why it is not always a good idea. And Kathleen, first off, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks very much.
And you have some furry friends and some human friends. Introduce your human friends.
Well, this is Laurie Kuhn. She's a volunteer for the House Rabbit Society, which works with the Humane Society of Baltimore County. And this is Sandy Cash. She's one of our volunteers at the Humane Society.
Good morning, ladies. And then who are our furry friends?
Oh, well, this is Floppy, and this is Blossom.
Floppy and Blossom.
Yes.
And this one that doesn't move very much.
Yes, this is the kind of bunny that is a good idea to get for your kids for Easter.
Okay, now tell us why. A lot of bunnies, you know, go out as pets, and a lot of them come back to the Humane Society. Tell us why.
Well, people don't realize what a big commitment a rabbit is, and they see that cute baby bunny, and they're pretty hard to resist. They think they're going to be a really good easy care, low maintenance pet, and that's not really true.
Okay, so now tell us, what is the best kind of home for a bunny then? And I guess you don't stress not to get one around Easter time.
No,
okay.
that is not a good time. They're not a novelty, and they're not a toy.
Okay.
People used to keep rabbits in hutches, but really the best kind of home for a rabbit is one where they can live indoors with the family, interact with the family, be part of the family. That's safer for them, too, to be inside.
Okay.
And then you really get to know them. Having a rabbit outside is like, you know, getting a dog and chaining it to a dog house.
Okay. Are they good pets for children at all? I mean, children, I guess, don't
we like
make
to say
commitments
that
for that long a period of time.
They're good pets for families.
Okay.
If the adults are involved, that's good. But rabbits can live 10 to 12 years, and no child can make a commitment like that.
I didn't realize there was one down there. I was looking at the monitor here.
This is Thumper down there.
Thumper. Okay, so Thumper, Floppy, and Blossom. Okay. Now, the Humane Society does have a lot of bunnies around.
That's right. We get them all year long, not just after Easter.
Really?
People buy them as babies, and then, you know, when they realize it's work, that you have to care for them and clean up after them, then they surrender them to the shelter.
Okay.
And we try and find them new loving homes.
Great. Now, where can people find information then if they are interested in owning a bunny?
You can get information. There's an organization called the House Rabbit Society, which educates people about caring for rabbits. They have a website at www.rabbit.org, or you can call 410-889-4104, and they'll send you information about what's involved in caring for a rabbit.
Okay. And I love the website, www.rabbit.org.
Yeah, it's easy to remember.
As simple as that, I tell you.
Very easy to remember.
Now, I do have one question. Now, a lot of people have other pets, dogs and cats. Do rabbits get along with dogs and cats?
Well, with dogs, you have to introduce them carefully. And if the dog has a calm temperament and you've done some obedience training, if you do it carefully, that can work just fine.
Okay.
But you do have to be careful. With cats, people are always telling me how surprised they are when they have a rabbit and a cat. The rabbit chases the cat.
You're kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
People are always very surprised
dynamic.
about that.
Well, and my last question, you always hear all the stories about having more than one rabbit, and they start to multiply and multiply. Can you have more than one?
You can, but you just have to take a simple step and take the rabbits to the veterinarian and have them spayed and neutered. And then they really do enjoy the company of their own kind. They keep each other, you know, they entertain each other. They're very social that way.
Great. Okay. Well, you said this is the best kind. The kind I like is the one with the chocolate ears.
Oh, yeah.
Like nibble on for about a week.
Bite them right off.
All right. Well, Kathleen Wilsbach, thank you so much for joining us. Ladies, bunnies, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
WJZ thanks Homestead Gardens for sponsoring Eyewitness News First Warning Weather. For all your gardening needs, visit Homestead Gardens, the area's largest enclosed garden center. Our marketplace includes delights for the eyes and ideas for the mind. Our knowledgeable staff provides expert advice ensuring your gardening success. Escape to the tropics at the Homestead Gardens Flower Show March 17th through the 25th. Bask in the beauty of the colorful gardens ablaze with tropical flora. Enjoy live music, seminars, and more. Let us show you how to create your own garden paradise. Homestead Gardens, because life should be beautiful.
Lisa?
Tom,
Nice to meet you. I got a little held up at work.
where's that?
L.A. Introducing the 260 horsepower Acura TL Type S.
Well, it is 8:51 and 39 degrees.
Time to look at the most wild and wacky stories for this morning. A competition not for the sleight of hand. It's the 2001 Rocky Mountain Cup Stacking Championships in Colorado Springs, Colorado. More than 800 cup stackers from kindergarten through high school represented 60 schools in this competition.
Bottoms up, this Russian vodka comes with a talking bottle top. The top recites a string of Russian toasts, and each time you take the top off the bottle, the genie's speech grows more and more slurred.
It's the size of a coconut and weighs about 25 pounds and is 100 times more rare than a 5-carat diamond. An Alaska man found this gold nugget, look at this, back in 1998. He's loaned it to the Anchorage Museum of History and Art. It's up for sale, so for the right price, it could be yours.
Wow. 5-day forecast when we come back.
I'm so busy with work and the kids. I want my bank open on Sunday.
You got it. When I have a question after hours, I want to talk to a real person. At First Mariner Bank, we hear you.
I want to bank online and pay bills on my schedule.
Do your banking in person, on the phone, or online. It's your choice. At First Mariner, we're listening to you and giving you what you want. Because we built this bank for you.
Just for you. First Mariner Bank.
Did you know that for the price of an Accord, you could be driving a new Village Volvo? Did you know that for the price of a Camry, you could be driving a new Village Volvo? Did you know that for the price of an ordinary car, you could be driving a new Village Volvo? At Village Volvo in Bel Air, we can save you from driving an ordinary car and save you money, too. Come and see the area's largest selection of new Volvos and find out how truly affordable quality and safety can be. Village Volvo. Drive more for your money.
It's here. Riverside Marine's 25th Silver Anniversary Sale. Help us celebrate this special sale. Now through April 30th. Remember Riverside Marine's Silver Anniversary Sale. Bayliner, trophy, 4-win. Purchase a boat and receive 25 free boating accessories. Yes, 25 free accessories. Sale ends April 30th. Visit one of Riverside Marine's 4 locations today or call 410-335-1500 for sale information. Riverside Marine's 25th Silver Anniversary Sale.
Legend has it that about this time every year, swallows from Argentina make an annual 7,000-mile pilgrimage to a mission in San Juan Capistrano in California.
Well, thousands of tourists show up every year for this event. The only problem, the swallows didn't show up. Tourists had to settle for a guy in a swallow costume. Many think the development boom in the area is largely to blame.
Well, you know the problem we've been having with the airline, so maybe they missed their flight or the flight got delayed. Getting to go to the circus can be a dream come true, especially when you're a kid. Thanks to a program called Grant-A-Wish. Some very special children with life-threatening diseases are becoming part of the greatest show on earth. And Sharon Lee introduces us to some of these kids.
The greatest show on earth isn't enough for these special kids. They want some grease paint and, of course, a red nose.
If I could be anything in the world, it would be a clown.
8-year-old Nicholas Merriam has a lot to smile about today. He's getting his wish.
Look at Adam now.
Adam Ratman is too. He tries on a cool clown coat, takes some pictures for Dad, and even reveals a big smile.
One, then the other, and then... Oh!
Malcolm Washington gets a juggling lesson, and then everyone gets a special pre-show. You look like that clown over there, huh? And is that good? Is that a good thing? Yeah. This is the second year that Grant Wish has been giving kids this clown adventure, and as much fun as it is for them, it's even more special for the parents.
I'm pretty excited. Do I look like I'm going to pop?
Sue Ratman and her son Adam have been waiting weeks for this day.
Because his progression, he doesn't have a real long life expectancy. We want him to be able to do cool stuff, and he absolutely loves the circus.
Doing what the kids love is precious for these parents. Every day has to count.
You wouldn't know that they go through such, terrible things at the hospital when you see them like this.
And seeing how they appreciate it, you know no one deserves it more. Sharon Lee, WJZ, Eyewitness News.
By the way, today is the last day to see the circus at the Baltimore Arena, folks. Ticket prices range from $15 to $35, as Tim mentioned earlier.
All right. Ron Matz was out at Homestead Gardens. Want to show you the website for Homestead Gardens. Had a little trouble with the signal earlier on, but we don't want you to miss the information. Their website, www. I guess, is it homesteadgardens.com? I believe that is. There it is, homesteadgardens.com. Some things are just so obvious.
But you just have this like intuition. You can see these things in the future.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
That's our report for this Sunday morning, folks. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kai Jackson, and for Krista Delcamp.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm Tim Williams. Yeah, don't miss Katie and Bob tonight. And, of course, we'll be back next Saturday morning at 8. Thanks for making Eyewitness News Baltimore's favorite news team. Bye-bye.
Making a choice. Give me an answer. Give me one of those, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. Do I want egg and cheese on a biscuit? 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. I'm getting bubbled. Ink a pink, a bottle of ink. The cork fell out and you stink.
Dunkin Donuts breakfast sandwiches. There's so many to choose from. Stop by Dunkin Donuts today and buy an egg and cheese breakfast sandwich served all day, every day for just 99 cents.
The hardest worker in baseball knows the hardest worker in auto painting, Maaco. Our economical ambassador paint service is only $189. Maaco is good, fast, and a great value. It's Maaco for makeovers. Call 1-888-MAACO-USA.
At GEICO, we're always looking for faster ways to process your car insurance claims. One idea, airlifting claims adjusters right to the site of the accident. We're over the target. I don't see the car. It's that little black dot. They're all little black dots. Unlock. Oh, your laptop.
GEICO Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
What's going on here?
We're playing DIRECTV. Billy's the satellite, and I'm the dish.
Dare I ask?
So we can get noggin.
Ah, what's a noggin?
Our TV channel, Mrs. Goodman. Faster!
Get a local channel system installed for only $99. Don't miss this great offer. Call 1-888-BGE Home for the store nearest you.
I don't feel so good.
Hard-hand, hut! Now listen up, cream puffs. I am about to put you through a series of grueling tests. We do not tolerate anything less than perfection. There's a war out there, and I have to know that I can count on each and every one of you. You there, are those wheels fit-shined?
Honda certified used cars must pass a 150-point inspection and are backed by a factory warranty. But then, what else would you expect from Honda?
Is that a bug on your windshield?
Remove it!
One of the top cardiac hospitals in the nation is in your own backyard. The Heart Center at Sinai, caring for your heart and soul.
Don Scott and Marty Bass, Baltimore's favorite morning team on WJZ.